What's going on, people? We are Tottenham TV, and today we are going to be reacting to that Sonny documentary that Spurs released. So get your tissues ready. There's not going to be a dry eye in the house because I haven't seen any of it yet. To be honest, I've seen one little clip on social media, and very emotional. So this tells you the story of Sonny leaving Spurs, players' reaction, staff reaction, and everything like that. So, you ready?
All the emotions coming flooding back. I'm not ready for this.
You're not ready?
I don't think you can ever be ready for this, but something you're going to have to go through.
Yeah. 15 minutes of pure tears. Let's get into it.
I felt like there was always missing something. As a perfect piece, you know, like as a kid, when you're looking for the perfect piece, there was always some pieces always missing. It took maybe longer than I expected, but finally I found the last pieces of the puzzles. I think it was right to say it, you know, and it was I think one of the most beautiful moments I ever had. I think that the period of 3 days we were just like not thinking anything, and I was so happy for the boys because inside of the squad I saw everything, you know, how much they sacrificed, how much they worked hard. I was just happy and just let's celebrate. I didn't even think about anything. I think probably it was my first time because I always switch on, you know, like even when I'm go off the season, when I go holiday, I still can't turn it off because I love being as a footballer, you know. So, but I think this was my probably first moment that I totally switch off, you know, like with the boys, and it kind of felt really special and make you feel that you want to do it again, you know, because
that was definitely, we saw that, isn't it? During that period, everyone was so drunk for 3 days, not just obviously the fans as well, but the play. I think first of all, that was definitely the first time we've seen Sonny pissed out of his mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
He came back to London. I remember he was seen in clubs. The speech he did in the parade, he was absolutely off his face, like the whole rest of the team. And it's nice to see that because it's nice to see how much like that moment meant to them, as much as obviously it meant the world to us as fans because we were waiting so long. But it's great that the players had that, and obviously Sonny as well. He's been such a I don't think there's been. I know he's a bit of a laugher and a joker in the dressing room, and he's always got a smile on his face. But clearly, you know the guy, how much he's dedicated, and you've seen it. And the fact that this was the first time in 10 years he said he's able to switch off. Shame it was only once. But
yeah, look, he was. He is an absolute model professional. Like you can't get more of a professional than Sonny, and he led by example when he was captain, when he wasn't captain, and it was just so great to see him being able just to enjoy the moment. And you know, he talks about switching off, but yeah, like you mentioned, you could just see it in front of your eyes, and the players were just acting like the fans, weren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
They was like we're all together, just all in the same kind of moment, and it was great.
Do you reckon, in a weird way, the fact he switched off at that moment? You know, did he feel like I can get used to this a bit, switching off?
Just switching off.
Just for a bit. And maybe that led to a decision like, do I really want to keep playing in the Premier League? I don't know. Because you can't switch off when you're in the Premier League ever.
Yeah. I don't know if he felt like that, because I still think, like, with him going to the MLS, I still think he's giving his all as he gave it to Tottenham, to be honest. I don't think he, you know, I know it's a lesser league and everything like that, but I don't think he thinks of it like that. I think he just thinks of it, you know, it's another club I'm joining, another club and city I love, and I want to try my best for the team. So I don't think it's like that. I really don't. But he just wants to taste more success, doesn't he? It's just a shame it's not going to happen to Tottenham.
Yeah. It's a shame we only gave him one moment to switch off. I wish we gave him more, but at least he got that in his last game. Incredible.
Yeah.
it was such a nice time. So yeah. Yeah, as soon as when I won the Europa League, obviously I had people around me and that I trust. It's not good when I stay in the same places when I feel comfortable. And I feel like I need a new challenge. And then that's why I was asking a lot of people that I really trust. They were actually very happy with my decision. They will all support me when when I make a decision. That's why I told the club after the final. It was perfect timing, and I would say my last game for my Spurs was Bilbao. I think it was the best time to end the career with Spurs with that game, lifting the trophy.
It is a kind of just like poetic ending, though, isn't it, for Sonny? Because obviously he's always going to be compared to Harry Kane, and Harry Kane obviously left, didn't have that trophy with Spurs, and Sonny's like some people.
What was Kane's last game? Can't remember.
Kane's whatever the last game of that season was, because he played some
Leeds. He relegated Leeds.
Yeah. His legacy's relegating Leeds. Sonny's lifting a European trophy, but like you kind of just always feel what still could have been this season with Sonny, because I still feel like there's a gap in the squad for him. I still think he had the quality, but you know, some people, they kind of stay, and what if it did go bad this season, and Sonny, you know, his performances did kind of keep declining, then you're thinking, well, yeah, maybe he should have just left on a high, maybe he should have left you know, winning that Europa League, because a lot of people kind of do want to just keep that dream going and keep, like, maybe, I wouldn't say outstaying is welcome, because that's never going to be the case with Sonny, but maybe with some other people it is called outstaying your welcome.
It's interesting, he says, obviously, you know, about feeling comfortable, and he says, I don't want to feel too comfortable somewhere, and I want a new challenge, and obviously he was at Tottenham for 10 years. Obviously you could argue winning the Europa League, we're back in the Champions League, there's no greater challenge than that, but do you think the reality is he knew we weren't going to win another thing as big as Europa League anytime soon, and maybe he felt this is kind of as good as it's going to get, and if this is as good as it's going to get, I've kind of fulfilled my purpose in a way?
Yeah, because I think, like, obviously so much focus at Spurs has been on winning a trophy for so long, pretty much ever since he's joined. You know, the sole focus, particularly from the fan base, has been, you know, we need to win that trophy, we need to win that trophy. Anytime any player walks through the doors, it's like, all right, trophy. Everyone's talking about this trophy the whole time. And obviously he knows big players have come and gone without winning those trophies, and obviously we're talking about Harry Kane. But now he's won that trophy, maybe it did make him feel, you know what, my mission here is complete, job here is done. What more can I achieve?
But do you feel like if we were in a different position as a club, as a team, as a group, where he felt, where let's say we like won that Europa League while finishing, I don't know, 4th or 3rd, and we were like, you know, really consistent team like we're under Poch, and there was actually a realistic chance we could kick on and like go for a title challenge or a Champions League run next season, do you reckon there'd be more chance to be like, that's a challenge I'm looking at? Because maybe he thought next season, yes, we're in the Champions League, but we're never going to be fighting for those big trophies like in the next 2-3 years. So that would lead to him being comfortable, because he knows, I've won that trophy, I'm never going to win anything more, so like what more is there for me to do? Whereas if we were in positions to challenge, maybe he could have felt that challenge, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there definitely could have been an element to that. Yeah, 100%. It's just a shame, isn't it, that we are in this position and we did finish 17th, and you're looking at this season and you're thinking, what is the realistic aims? What's just get back in the top 4 that Sonny's achieved so many times at this football club, and even that, you know, is a tall order. So
that's the thing, exactly. He's never going to do anything he hasn't done.
Yeah. So there's nothing new to achieve here at Tottenham, unless you go. Yeah, I mean, there is an FA Cup and a League Cup and this kind of stuff, which he could have fought for. But I don't even know if he was thinking about it like that. I just felt like, you know, winning that trophy, European success, mission complete at Tottenham Hotspur, like that just like, you know, instead of being all that intense, he's just like, all right, I'm relaxed now, I'm comfortable now, maybe it is time to move on.
Just going to skip a few bits.
Friends, I just want
You
to
were there, Sim?
share the information
I was here,
that
in the airport,
I decided
in Korea.
to leave this club in this summer.
Oh,
and
God.
Respectfully, this club is helping to my decision, so I just want to share this information before we start the press conference. So, thank you.
So, in this moment, obviously you were there in Korea. So how did you find out about it, and what kind of time of the day was it, and like what was?
It was early in the morning, actually. It was like, well, not that early. It was like maybe 9 or 10 in the morning. But they did like an extra early press conference. Obviously, in UK.
Did you know the press conference was coming?
Actually, I don't think we did. Did we? It was fun. Actually, during the night, there was some leaked info from like Ali Gold and Jay Harris saying they're hearing that Son is going to announce something in the press conference, but no one really confirmed what it was.
I guess what else could it have been?
I get that was obviously that was an thought, but then I think it was like 9 a.m. or 9 or 10 a.m. He did this press conference and broke the news. Obviously, that would have been in England time, UK time. Like 2 in the morning or 3 in the morning? Like really, like, so no one was awake. It was.
I was asleep, and Ashley was like hitting me, waking me up, saying, "You gotta wake up! You gotta wake up!"
It was a surreal thing because obviously I'm like going crazy and like I'm making videos and like we went live on the Career Channel like when it all broke, but like in the UK like no one was talking about it because no one knew. So it literally took like I think 3 or 4 hours before like it started hitting the UK and people started reacting to it, and it was a real surreal moment for that. But yeah, it was just. I woke up to I think when I woke up it happened maybe a few minutes later after I woke up, and then I was like I've got to jump out of bed, bam, like got to get going because this is obviously major news, but it was a really weird moment.
It was just like a surreal feeling, wasn't it? When I first found out, because it was like you mentioned, like hours after it actually happened, and it's just like you just like get shivers up your spine, and you're just like, oh my God, this is actually happening. It's mad. I don't think a player leaving Tottenham has ever hit me like Sonny's leaving Tottenham. Like that. That is probably the most emotional probably a lot of Spurs fans have got with anyone leaving the club. Like not even Harry Kane. Like Harry Kane, we knew he wanted to go, and it was just like it hurt, but this was more emotional than hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it also just signified a bit of like an end of an era. You know, obviously we kind of look back at the last 10 years Champions League finals and title challenges and whatnot, and obviously the search for the trophy. And we've had Kane, we've had Son, some great players, and I think Son finally leaving is like this is the end of that era. And now we're in a new spot, and it's like just a weird feeling to be like that. And that's what a lot of people are feeling now. I think when people are saying. A lot of people are saying the players are rubbish, blah, 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 because we've had like these known players like Kane and Son who we just know are this good and proven themselves. And now we're embarking on this new era where a lot of it's unknown. How good are these players that we do have? There's actually a bit of unknown about that. As much as we've seen they're good in other clubs, total for us, it's just like there's no real people like Kane and Son, especially Son, who's just been here for so long, proven how good they are over a long stretch of time, proven their loyalty to club, all this kind of stuff. We don't have any of those players really at the moment. So that's what's leading to a lot of what we're seeing, I think, within the fans, disconnect and stuff like that.
I think like when you talk about legends of this football club, and obviously we've been through it about Sonny, and we've been through our thoughts about Sonny, about us probably sharing the thought that he's our biggest Premier League club legend. Like, a reason because of that is because he was so desperate to leave us with something, and he actually did it. You know what I mean? Like, not many Spurs players can say that at all. Like, even I know Gareth Bale, he was there in 2008, but he didn't really.
I don't know if he actually got a medal, but
he didn't take part in it. Like, you look at Bale, Modric, Kane, like all these legends that have stepped through the club through the doors of this football club. Nobody could say the same thing as Sonny, as being like, so focused on trying to leave something for the football club and for the fans, and actually going and do it as well. It's just mad.
It was, for me, it's also very hard to leave this club because I loved the club. But in the end, how do I make the decision? I was thinking, if I stay, I think that will be not good either club. And also from my point of view, it was a difficult decision, but I think it was the right decision.
He says if I stay, it would not have been good for the club or good for me.
Yeah, what does he mean by that? That it won't be good for the club?
The only thing I can think of is obviously in his last season, he was heavily impacted by injuries. He couldn't really stay fit for any sustained period of time. It was difficult for him to stay fit. Obviously, when he did stay fit, he had a lot of good performances. There were some games he wasn't at his best. We all saw that. But there were some games, obviously, he still played very well.
Do you think that was due to his physical levels, or just where the team was at that moment in time? Because obviously we had a lot of injuries, not just him. And he was forced to play like week in, week out, 2 games a week, and that kind of culminated in injuries.
I guess only he will know that. It's hard to know. It's hard to say, really, whether it was him.
And also being asked to do the role that he was doing in the team as well.
Playing on the left wing.
Yeah, but up and down the pitch. Yeah. crazy amount of running.
I don't know. Yeah, that might have contributed. Could well have done. But even that, he's a 33-year-old. Maybe he felt, look, I'm not getting any younger. I've just had a season impacted by injuries. I'm clearly not at my peak anymore. Is it time for me and the club to just now go our separate ways and find someone who's more preaching their peak rather than hang on to someone who's obviously on the decline? And maybe he felt that for himself and for the club. That's what I read into that. I read into him thinking he's acknowledging I'm not past my best and it's time for the club to find someone who's at their best, essentially. And as much as that's painful realization, I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah, I mean, that is what he's trying to say, but like, I just look at it differently because I still feel like if he was at the club, he would still be our best left winger.
Correct, he would be, and
he got most goal contributions out of. And you talk about season injury ravage. He got the most goal contributions out of anyone in the squad last season.
Correct, but if he would have stayed, I guess again another issue. Put it this way: if he would have stayed, right, everyone was saying. We need a succession plan to Son. We need to start thinking beyond Son. I think we all knew that.
Yeah.
It's not a secret.
Yeah.
So, even if Son was here, would a left winger still be a priority to sign? Like a first choice one, like a Semenyo, whatever. So let's say we did do that. We ended up not doing it. So we got the worst of both worlds. We don't have Son or a good left winger. But let's say the plan is to sign a good left winger and to replace Son, or to even replace Son as our first choice. Then it becomes a story if Son stays. Oh, he's on the bench because we're playing Semenyo. Oh, what are they doing with Son? Like it is with Salah when he's benched, and like it was with Ronaldo. All of a sudden, him staying here and being on the bench for a better player is a story in itself. You understand?
But it's kind of a moot point because we didn't sign one.
No, I get that. But obviously, I don't know whether the plan was, or obviously him leaving, he probably assumed they'll replace me, but we didn't. But when he speaks like that, that's probably also in his mind. Like if what they should be doing is signing someone to take my role, or at least compete for minutes with me as first choice. And if I stay here and I'm like on the bench, or I'm keeping him up the team, or it becomes a whole story like, oh, people, why are they benching Sonny, all this kind of stuff, that's also not good for the club.
But like, even last season, if we had the opportunity to do it, we didn't because of injuries. His minutes should have been managed, and we were all the fans were calling for his minutes to be managed. So even if we signed a player of a good caliber, I think that would have been the right thing to do. And yeah, maybe the press would have spoken it up and the press would have spoken about it, but I think everyone would have known it's the right decision to do to get the best out of him.
Yeah, for sure. I would have been fine with it, but obviously the press noise is not great, and it just creates this unnecessary noise. But look, that's how he felt. I think that's possibly in his mind as well. That having a player and a captain as well. You got to remember he's our captain. In such a not being in the team all the time, that's just unnecessary noise for the club as well.
Yeah, but I think it's probably noise that if you're doing well, then it doesn't really matter. Like if you're doing badly, like because Liverpool doing badly, the Salah thing is obviously heightened. If you're doing well and you've got a good left winger with Sonny that can rotate and they're both contributing, they're both doing well, then nobody talks about it because the club's doing well.
When he's speaking.
This guy. I'm leaving the club because of Kevin.
He saw one pass from Dan says, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here.
Okay.
Dan says, like me? Talking about me? I just got it.
Last training is tomorrow.
Oh, you see Madison trying to hold it back.
You're going to be missed, my boy.
Watch out. When we finish the
You can see Madison's emotional. He's trying to
I'll be
hold
right
it.
there behind you.
Someone's taking the piss.
Yeah, but you can leave with some satisfaction. Now.
Oh, what a day. My favorite song.
He loves that song. The whole parade, it wasn't the whole 3 days he was saying that song, wasn't he?
So,
See, Madison,
lost
like, he joins the club. He thinks he's going to be here with Kane and Son. Obviously, Kane leaves a few months after, like a month after he goes. Fast forward 3 years, no Kane, no Son, just Madison.
I know, he's the leader.
Yeah.
And obviously I think him being out injured is a big thing in terms of filling that void that Son's left in the dressing room. Because I think Madison must have felt like he was responsible. Because you see, he's the kind of guy who glues everyone together as well. You can see it when he's in those videos he does on YouTube, how friendly he is with everyone.
Yeah.
I feel like we massively miss that right now.
Yeah. Probably
and I think
do.
if Madison was fit, maybe it would be different. But
Yeah, my last day in Korea, my last day with Spurs. Yeah, it's quite a bit weird feeling. So I never had this feeling. Kind of feels weird. And at the breakfast, I see the
everyone on
players
their
and
phone,
all the teammates
2025.
was quite really down. So it was quite sad to see everyone a little bit down, but look, it's my last day. This is just reality, and just have to pack my stuff to get ready. So. You see, he's not believing.
Kudus is gonna miss him. He said he just met him.
They don't believe this, or I don't know, they don't believe this, or they don't want to believe this, and but I keep telling them, but this is the reality, and
Nah.
I love that. So I keep telling them, they're not believing me. I keep telling him I'm leaving. And sometimes my last day, he's like, nah. I don't believe you. It cuts to Rishi.
Taking
refusing.
no notice of it whatsoever. He's like, nah, we'll see you tomorrow, mate. You'll be on the plane with us back home.
I love that's brilliant. That's great.
Just in complete denial.
So funny.
Mad.
you see.
Leaving. I'm just hoping he does like a DiCaprio. Hey, we're fucking leaving.
Obviously, I probably had a lot of options, but I definitely don't want to go another Premier League team because I respect the club so much, and I never want to face Spurs again. So I'm
That's
only gonna play.
That's
interesting. He says he had a lot of options, but I didn't want to go to another Premier League team, which suggests that there was a Premier League team in for him.
Who do you reckon would have been in for him? One of the top teams? Surely not. Maybe.
Well, it wouldn't have been Arsenal, let's be real.
No. The only thing I could think of was maybe Liverpool.
I was thinking Liverpool.
But again, they want another aging player with Salah. I mean, imagine a front three of Salah and Son, like both 33.
Can't imagine it being Liverpool.
City, maybe, as a backup to Doku. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like a Villa. I could see a Villa.
Yeah, I could see Villa. Villa like that kind, but they don't really play a system for him.
They could.
4-4-2.
They get him in, but they like their runs in behind Villa.
Mm.
Could be Villa.
What, in one of the two striker roles?
Newcastle, maybe. I wouldn't be surprised maybe if it's Newcastle. Raise their profile a bit. Maybe it is. Or maybe a Prem team did want him. I can't.
Well, what he's saying suggests that a Premier League team did want him. I wonder who it could be.
Outside of Villa or Newcastle, I can't see too. I mean, maybe an unrealistic team like an Everton or something when tried their luck.
Yeah, they did go for Jack Grealish in the end.
Yeah, it's not. I guess Everton's not a bad shout, but maybe I don't know if you'd felt like he wanted to go there. Forest.
Can you imagine?
Marinakis?
Can you imagine we sold Son to Forest and then that whole thing with Morgan Gibbs-White and Marinakis?
So I would predict, if I was to have a guess, I reckon Villa. I reckon he could do good.
I think your shout of Everton was pretty good.
Everton.
I think it very well could have been Everton. But anyway, let's keep going.
Spurs, so not going to play against Spurs. So see, no one believes.
Liar.
No one believes. So funny.
This guy believes.
That is a great jump car. Let's just go back to that.
This guy believes.
Oh, God, Madders, man.
Oh, he's really upset.
He's wearing the NOS 7.
See.
Yeah, just so sad that I have to leave these little brothers, but they're going to be fine without me.
No, we're not fine without you, Sonny.
We're literally not fine without you.
What's wrong with your face? What's wrong with your face? Don't touch me.
Oh,
You're gonna lose him. Huh? You're gonna lose him.
This is little Sonny.
got tears in his eyes.
I'm sad.
And I think for people like Pape as well, and obviously Gray, a lot of the younger players, Sonny was also like, he was close to everyone, but was very close with them. And who do they have, like, who's similar to him right now in the dressing room, who they can connect with and have,
No one.
who leads them?
No one. Like Romero is the captain now, but he's a very different kind of leadership style to Sonny. So, look, we all know it's impossible to fill the void that some of these players left, like a Kane, but particularly Sonny, because Sonny was just so central to everything. He was a leader of men. He was unbelievable player on the pitch as well. You're not going to get someone like Sonny again. It's impossible, because it's not just him on the pitch, it's off the pitch as well. It's everything that Son comes with as a package. It's impossible to replace, and you're never going to get another Sonny again.
I'm not nervous. I'm sad, but sad in a good way, because I've done everything for this club. So I'm very proud and what I did for this club, and also very happy, man. But last day will be always sad. So there is always ending, which is in life. But I'm looking forward to today. So my last day. So let's enjoy it. Let's go.
Make sure you make him proud. Give him a nice send off. Okay, come on, boys. Come on.
It was emotional, and I never thought I'm gonna cry, like that hard. But as much as I was thinking the past, the last decade, the 10 years, it just made me feel sorry and also feel very grateful. And it was just everything, like emotional of everything. And I couldn't stop crying, So I think it was just like truly my emotion that I show everything, like how I felt, like in a emotional wise, Yeah, I don't know where to start. I don't know if I can speak right now. I'm so emotional.
Look at Brennan.
And
Brennan's tearing up.
the last couple of weeks, it was really, really tough. And I know I've been some days really grumpy. But, you guys made me a dream come true. And what can I say? You made me a better human being, instead of a better player. So it was a joy. It was really, really joy spending time with you guys every single day, more than my family. So I wish you all the best. Yeah, I love you boys. After the game, I was saying goodbye to everyone.
Brennan can't even clap. He's so emotional. You can see in the corner. He's in tears.
Was going
It's just that just shows you the impact that he's had. Just look at these players' reactions. It's just mad. So many emotional faces, so many people down. People just can't believe it. Look at Yang Min Hyuk. Like, he's come to the club to follow in Sonny's footsteps, and he barely even got to spend any time with him here because he's been out on loan for the majority of it.
Yeah. Everyone you can see just made a big impact.
To the boss, and I sat down in the changing room by myself for like good 5 minutes, and then it was just empty, and there was no one there. It was so quiet, head down, couldn't believe, literally that's it. So sitting by myself, I was thinking like, what's gonna happen now, like not going to be Spurs player, you know. So it was very, very emotional that day. It was tough too. It was really tough.
And then you get to LA. You have to tell us how's it been. Tell us a little bit about arriving there and how it's been so far.
Is it, I think, right to say, in 2015 when I joined Spurs, I was very excited. I was very happy. I think that kind of feeling when I moved to LA, I think it's the same. New environment, new challenge, and new weather. So I think that changed everything, you know, and changing different environment. I think it was just like what I needed.
Please welcome home, Heung-min Son!
I love them. I still love them. I still feel like I'm really special in these places. I wouldn't change it.
Sonny, welcome home. You're amongst friends. What would you like to say?
It's been an incredible 10 years. I just want to say thank you, and I will be always Spurs, and I'll be always with you. This will be always my home. I will never forget you. I love you all, guys. Come on, you Spurs!
Please come again.
Please come again, he said.
All the options. Made for helping everything.
What did he say to him? Who knows?
Dreaming of reality.
Thank you very much.
Hey, so good. This is motivation, no inspiration. This guy is inspiration.
Thank you for having me for this last decade.
Across there and it's Son!
And it's been a huge honor playing with the shirts.
Son again. Oh, pick that one out.
It was pure joy.
Oh, that's beautiful. Wonderful stuff from Heung-min Son.
And pure happiness and pure love and pure passion.
Mine!
I hope I remember as a Spurs player forever.
Tottenham Hotspur are the UEFA Europa League winners.
Okay, final question. If you could go back and create your send-off in any other way, would you change anything?
No, I think that's just perfect.
Man. Just bring him home, man.
perfect
Just
send-off.
bring him home. I can't take this anymore.
Still miss him, man.
That was just... That really hits you, man. That really does hit you. Just shows like what an impact it's had on everyone, not just us fans, but for everyone inside the club as well. It's just mad.
I need a short-term loan. I need to see him back in the Tottenham shirt. I haven't seen the last of it. It's just so.
You're in denial now as well.
Nah, he's coming back. He's only on loan. He's only on loan at LA. He's only on loan. It's just. We need a Sonny banger. We just missed those moments. We just need him in the team. We need him in the dressing room. There's a void there that just hasn't been filled.
Massive void, and it's never going to be filled. And you know, he talks about he's so humble. He's like, yeah, I hope the Spurs fans are always going to remember me. It's just like,
Come on.
How can you ever forget Son Heung-min and what he's done for this football club? You know, like I said, you know, he goes up there with the biggest legends of this football club now. And you know, even if he didn't win the trophy, let's say he left last summer and didn't win the trophy, like he still goes up there with one of the biggest legends of this football club. And now he's won that trophy. Like, wow, that's just fully cemented.
100%. That was emotional.
Yeah.
Thomas Frank said, please do come again.
Yeah,
Maybe it won't be too long.
It's going to be interesting to see what he does after he hangs up his boots, after he retires. What do you reckon he does? I don't know. I just can't see him as a manager.
You know, he'd be a Hollywood actor.
Hollywood actor.
Wouldn't be surprised. Maybe he'll go into Korean film.
Yeah, who knows? But
Maybe
do you not think he stays in football at all?
I don't know. Obviously, he's been so. What do you want, like coach, like a manager or a pundit? I don't think so.
I can't see him as a pundit, and I can't really see him as a manager.
Yeah, I don't think he's. Maybe I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be a coach. I think he's going to have other interests.
To be fair, though, like a lot of people said, like he's not like a classic captain. So maybe he can go into management.
No, I'm sure he can if he wanted to. I don't know if he'll want to.
Mm.
That's like I'm sure he can do whatever he wants. He's going to be amazing at. I wonder if he's going to pursue other interests rather than. Obviously, he's still going to have that love for football, but whether he'll want football to be the focus of his life after retirement, like other players who can't let it go, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I mean, like, because most other players can build a family while they're playing. Like, he's probably just going to be focused on family life.
Mm-hmm.
Get a wife, have kids.
Exactly.
Bring him up,
He definitely won't be
make
a
the
manager.
next Sonny.
Exactly.
Do you reckon he's going to be like his dad to his kid in terms of
100%.
I can't see it.
Harder.
I can't see it.
10 hours of kick-ups.
I don't know. I can't see that happening. He's just too nice.
We'll get his grandpa to do it.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But look, that's the emotional Son documentary. I'm sure none of you have got a dry eye watching this, but yeah, really emotional stuff, and just makes you think like, just bring him home. That's all I'm thinking right now. I can't believe we've seen the last of Sonny, even though, like, you know, it's been like this all season and we've known he's gone for ages. But just to see how much in denial the players were, like all the reactions, the fans' reaction, which we know about, which we were there for. We were there for the homecoming last week, and it's just like, just brings it all back of the emotions that we had in the summer as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, and when you have someone like Sonny in the dressing room, I think it brings everyone together, and even in moments which are low, I think the players would respect his authority, and they wouldn't snap at each other, and they obviously they'll have anger and disappointment in low moments, but I feel like Son just kept those things from boiling over. I feel like those things are boiling over at the moment, and maybe that influence of him not being there is affecting the dressing room, and we just need to find a way of overcoming that.
Yeah, absolutely. But look, there you have it, people. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like, subscribe and comment, and as always, come on you Spurs.